Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be comparing two facial self tanners. We are comparing the b.tan Gimme the Glow Down Rose Water Dark Facial Tan Mist and the Tanologist Self Tan Facial Mist with vitamin C, licorice root, blah 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 for brighter skin. I thought these would be fun to compare to each other just to see how they look in comparison, see which one's more worth the money, because both of these are ones that I just recently tried and I really liked both. So similar concept, wanted to see what the differences were, what the similarities were, and which one I think is more worth your money. So before we get started, please give this video a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much if you do, but if you want to see me compare those two products, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alright guys, let's just get started. So I have both of them pulled up online. I'm going to read some details and then we're going to try one on one side, one on the other side and see what happens. So the first one I have pulled up is the b.tan Gimme the Glow Down Facial Tan Mist. So this one goes for $14.99, awesome pricing, and it has 6.7 ounces in it, which is a ton of product for a facial self tanner. It says, use b.tan Gimme the Glow Down Facial Tan Mist to soothe, hydrate, get glowing, just tan. Mist and go with this soothing rosewater infused facial tan mist for face and body. Paraben free, no added nasties. And then obviously how to use, you would just spray on your face 6 inches away at least, and then give it a couple minutes to dry down before doing anything else. That's one thing I don't love about this product though. Like, I feel like it doesn't give you a great explanation of what the product is or what it does. I feel like it gave you like a sentence or two and that was really it. So it doesn't do a great job of explaining the product. And then moving on to Tanologist. So this is the Self Tan Hydrating and Brightening Face Mist. This one goes for $16.99. So it's just like a few bucks more than the b.tan. This one has 3.38 ounces. So you get half the product in the Tanologist than you do in the b.tan. Keep that in mind. It's vegan, clean ingredients, cruelty-free, which is awesome. It says, brighten, banish breakouts, hydrate and glow with Tanologist Self-Tan Hydrating and Brightening Face Mist. Dermatologist tested and approved, skincare powered, targeted formula that brightens, hydrates, and supports skin barrier, reduces appearance of and prevents breakouts for a clear complexion, low level tanning active, suitable for daily use, delivering a buildable natural glow. So I have a feeling b.tan might get me darker than Tanologist, but we'll see. Micro Mist delivers a fast drying and flawless application, integrates seamlessly with existing skincare routine, and then for the how to use, you just mist it on your face. So I really prefer the description of the Tanologist one. I feel like it was a lot more detailed and like shares the benefits of the product and shares just details about what it is, what it does, all that. I feel like b.tan does not have a good description online of what the product is, or at least not on Ulta, which is where I bought both of these. So that's one critique I have for b.tan. The other thing I want to point out is packaging. Both cute, both unique. You could tell what brand they are just looking at both, I feel like, but I would have to say I prefer the way Tanologist looks. I think it's just a little more well done. I love like the cap on this one. I love the chromey effect that it has. And the size of this, like, it feels good to hold in my hands. I really like the b.tan one too, don't get me wrong, but I think the packaging on this is just way cuter. But I do like the fact that you get more in the b.tan one than you do in the Tanologist one. So yeah, also the other big thing that I want to point out is the applicator on both. So the b.tan one just has like a regular mist, like sprayer, and then the Tanologist one has a micro mister. So the Tanologist one has like very tiny liquid particles coming out at you, and it's like a micro mist. That's exactly what it is. Like, if you guys have tried one of those, you know how like subtle and nice and like just even it feels on your face. I feel like with these kind of applicators, they tend to spit chunks out at you, which I really don't love. So I guess we'll see how one compares to the other in terms of like how they apply. So all that's left to do is apply them, and then we'll talk initial details right after. So I'm gonna do b.tan on my left, Tanologist on my right, and we can get started. Okay guys, I am back. My face is very shiny and very wet. So I really saturated my face on both sides to make sure I covered every little area of my face. I wanted to try to make it as even as possible, especially considering the fact that we're putting two different self-tanners on my face. So I wanted to make sure it was on there. The b.tan one definitely feels more wet than the Tanologist one. I think the Tanologist one feels like it's like drying down a lot faster. They both do look really glowy though, so I like that. The only other thing I didn't like about the b.tan one, I sprayed both obviously all over my face, and I feel like the b.tan one, when I tried to open my eye, it was like stinging a little bit. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. This one, or the Tanologist one, just feels a lot like better. b.tan had a stronger smell on it too. I feel like the Tanologist one, it was way more subtle. The b.tan one was a lot more like overpowering. So just a couple of things to note. Both look the same, obviously, because neither of them has a color to it just yet. They both come off clear, so nothing to say there until tomorrow. And then the sprayer, obviously, of the Tanologist, after applying both of them, I prefer the applicator, like the way that the spray went onto my face with the Tanologist one. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I feel like I'm kind of leaning towards Tanologist right now, just because I feel like it checks a lot more of the boxes than the b.tan one does, just in like practicality, the way that it applies, the packaging, just all of that. I feel like really the only benefit b.tan might have over the Tanologist one is the size. Like, you get double the product for a couple bucks less than the Tanologist, but that doesn't always mean it's a better product. I'm not gonna be choosing sides just yet. I am hopeful that I'm gonna love both, and we'll see how they look tomorrow. So I'm gonna go sleep on these, and then once I come back tomorrow, I'll show you guys the final result, let you know which one I think is more worth your money. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, I am back. It's the next day, and here is the final result. So I am a little bit torn because I feel like these two self-tanners look so similar on the face. Like, the next day, obviously, I kept this on all night, slept on it, and then this morning I washed it off, and here's what it looks like. So I'm really surprised at how just close in color they are, but I'm also very surprised at the fact that the Tanologist one is a tiny bit darker. I don't know, let me know if you're not seeing what I'm seeing and I'm just crazy, but I feel like you could see it a little bit like in this area. I feel like my right side is just a teensy bit darker than my left side, and that is the Tanologist side. So I'm totally surprised by that, because the b.tan one is supposed to be like a dark facial tanning mist, and when I tried it for the first time, I thought it got me a ton of color, and then the Tanologist one is supposed to be more of like a gradual color, and it got me darker than the one that's supposed to be dark. So very surprising. I think overall, just with all of that being said, you guys probably already know which one my winner is, because the Tanologist one, just all around, I feel like I preferred a little bit. Yes, the b.tan one is better in the sense that it costs a little bit less, and you get like double the product in the b.tan one than you would in Tanologist. So I guess in a sense, if you wanted to go with b.tan and then like layer it to get a darker color, if you wanted a darker color, you could do that. I feel like the b.tan one gets you more than enough color though, so you don't need to. So again, not to say that b.tan is not worth it. I think it's totally worth it, and I think if you get it, you're not gonna be disappointed in it. Just be careful when you're spraying not to spray too much, especially around your eye area. But I totally think the b.tan is worth it. I got an even tan, it looks really nice. Like, it's really just all around good self tanner. But if I had to choose one and I had to say like I was gonna recommend one over the other, I just have to say Tanologist. Like, the smell is not as strong, the packaging is just freaking adorable, the applicator, like this micro mist sprayer, is just so nice to apply on your face. It's less messy, it doesn't get as like wet and gross as the b.tan one does, it dries faster, you get a little bit more color, and it's just very even and natural looking. So just all around, I feel like Tanologist just checks all of my boxes on what I'm looking for in a facial self tanner. So if I had to recommend one to you guys, it would be Tanologist. But again, both great ones, both worth it. So that's all I've got. Let me know what you guys think about how they both turned out. Let me know which one you like more. Let me know what other self tanners you want me to try. Give this a huge thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. But stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next video.